welcome to video number 6 in our 11 video playlist series discussing the common struggles on a raw vegan diet. So today we're going to be talking about shopping, cost, availability. Let's dive into that in this video. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Before we begin though, go check out the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. It's back and it's only happening once this year. So this is the 2023 Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle and it's all new, it's all raw, and it's all yours for 50 bucks. That's it. You're getting all brand new content, including my new Raw Vegan Wraps ebook and the new ebook that I wrote with Chef AJ called Make It Raw Volume 2. There is so much cool brand new stuff in there. Chris Kendall has his new stews ebook in there. Angelica has her yin yoga course in there. There's a food freedom course, there's workouts. It's gold. So if you've been waiting for the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle, go check it out. The link is in the description box below. It's only $50. It's worth over $1,700. So it's a great way to get all of our new content right now. But it ends May 11th. So go check it out now before it's gone. In today's video, we're going to be talking about shopping, cost, and availability because this is a big struggle for a lot of people. When to shop, where to shop, what to buy. It's too expensive, or they don't have good fruit. So let's talk about all of that today. Cost is a big factor for a lot of people. And so many people ask me, they're like, well, how much does it cost to, say, make your wraps? Like if they buy the bundle and they get my wrap book, how much is a wrap? How much is all the ingredients to make Chris Kendall's stew? How much is this? How much is that? The thing is, I can't answer those questions. I can't tell you how much you're gonna spend on a raw vegan diet. There's so many factors that come into play when you are doing a raw diet. How many calories your body needs. That's gonna dictate cost. Are you buying all organic or not? What stores are you shopping at? Are you shopping at Whole Foods or are you shopping at a more inexpensive grocery store? Where do you live? What's the location? What season is it? Food can be really expensive when it's out of season and really cheap when it's in season. So all of these factors are part of the cost. And I can't say how much it's gonna cost because it's gonna vary depending on your location, depending on your season, depending on how many calories you need, depending if you buy organic or not, or what store you buy stuff at. So the cost is gonna greatly vary, but you can lower the cost by buying as much organic as you financially can. You don't have to eat all organic. You can eat mostly organic or as much as you can. The thing is, you have to do the best that you can with what you have. Your finances, your location, your area. You have to work within your life, not comparing yourself to someone who lives on a tropical island or comparing yourself to someone who makes a lot of money. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Work within your situation and don't feel bad if you can't get all organic. Don't feel bad if you can't exclusively shop at Whole Foods. Don't feel bad if you can't get mangoes in the winter. Don't feel bad about it. Work with what you have and what's available to you. So the cost is going to greatly vary, but again, work within that because it's far better to enjoy an abundance of raw food that you can afford than to struggle trying to afford, say, all organic or only shop at Whole Foods. Like it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to do that. So growing your own food is a great thing to do. You can grow some of your own food in pots. You can grow microgreens. They're actually really inexpensive once you invest in the trays, or you can use recycled trays. And Nate has a whole video course on how to grow those. That link he can get for you. Go follow him on Instagram at @RawNattyNate and send him a message. He can send you a link on where to get that. It's not in this bundle, but it is available and it is 40% off. So if you wanted to grab that, you could go do that too. Or if you wanted to grab the bundle, the link is in the description box below. But growing your own food is a great way to supplement the stuff that you buy at the store, and it can be very inexpensive, especially, like I said, microgreens and sprouts. Sprouts are really inexpensive too. And if you cannot afford to do an all raw diet, do as high raw as you possibly can and get the more inexpensive other foods like the potatoes or the brown rice or whatever else you want to have with your raw food. You can still do that as well. And it's not black or white. It's about progress over perfection. Now with the shopping, obviously you're going to need to explore your area. Some people will say, where should I shop for this? Or where can I get deals on this? You have to find that out for your area. And I highly recommend exploring new stores that you've never been to. So Nate and I here in Vegas, we started shopping at a store called La Bonita. It's a store that we probably never would have gone into because we have our favorites. But when we started going to La Bonita, we noticed that they have an amazing supplier for mangoes. And they're the only ones in the city that get the mangoes for this price. We can get sometimes in the summer when it's really peak season, 6 mangoes for $1, 6 Atalfo mangoes for $1. They're the only store that we can get them at that price, even in the summer and peak season. So you have to shop around because you don't know if one store has like a special supplier that they can get really great deals on. You can also buy cases of stuff or go to wholesale places to get larger amounts. You can always freeze extra fruit or dehydrate it so that it's preserved. You can do that as well if you have an excessive amount of stuff, but that's a great way to buy, or buy in bulk with friends and family. If you have a friend or a family member who likes, say, Brussels sprouts, for example, you could go in together and buy a case of Brussels sprouts and split it. Brussels sprouts last pretty good, so you could shred them in your salads and you could freeze whatever you don't use. But that's just an example of what you can do. You can go in with people, you can ask your produce manager if there's discounts on ordering cases of stuff. You can also buy the kind of like the ugly fruit that has a red band around the bananas, for example. Sometimes those are 30% off. You can also get those. Get the cheaper stuff so that you can add more raw food to your diet without spending so much more money. As for the frequency of shopping, it's a good idea to go more often. If you go more often, you're probably going to spend less money anyways because you're only buying what you need for the next day or two. And if you go more often, you're also getting things fresher, so they're more enticing to eat. I don't really like eating lettuce that we buy on Sunday and then next Sunday it's kind of wilty, it's not that great. So it's really good to get fresh stuff. So going more often is going to be beneficial, but again, like I said, work with where you're at. Don't do it because I said so. Do it because it makes sense to your lifestyle. Try to go more often, but don't force it because then you're going to feel stressed out and it's going to be difficult and you're going to feel overwhelmed. So work within what works best for you. Go shopping when you can. Try, but don't force. And lastly, let's talk a little bit about the organic thing. So organic food is more expensive, let's be honest. A lot of people can't afford it. That said, I do see value in organics, but Nate and I don't eat exclusively organic. We would rather have an abundance of variety and not have to spend a crazy amount of money on the amount of volume of food that we eat than to force a diet all organic with limited variety and spending a lot of money. It's so much better for us to do a lot conventionally, and that might be a little bit of a touchy subject for some people who want to exclusively eat organic. And if you have the means, do it. If you have the availability for variety, do it. I'm not saying organic's bad, but I'm also not saying that conventional is poison or toxic. It's beneficial in so many ways, and if it helps you to eat more raw food instead of eating junk food, then do conventional. Do it. Eat as much organic as you possibly can afford and what's available to you, but eat the rest conventionally. I personally don't think that it's the end of the world to not eat all organic, but the goal obviously is to eat more raw food, whether that's organic or conventional. Don't feel bad if you can't eat all organic, just try your best with what you have. So thank you for joining me for this video. I appreciate you so much, and I'm excited to share with you the 2023 Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. It's only happening once this year. You're getting my brand new Raw Vegan Wraps ebook called Hand Salads. That's available in the bundle. There's so much good stuff in there, valued at over $1,700. It's all new, it's all raw, and it's all yours for 50 bucks. But it ends on May 11th, so go to that link in the description box below. It's on the very first line. Click that, go to the website, check out all the goodies that you're getting for 50 bucks. You can also check out the live event schedule to see all the lives that we've been doing on Instagram. We've been having so much fun, and I hope you are too. I hope you're enjoying some of the recipes in the bundle already. And if you do make any of my wraps, please take a picture and share on Instagram. Tag me, I want to see what you've been making from the bundle. I'd love to see all of that good stuff. And thank you again for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for another video. Until then, fruit on.